We welcome you this morning to the two-time Olympic Village of Lake Placid, New York, in the heart of the Adirondacks. About 9 miles southeast of Lake Placid, we come to day number 2 of the 2023 NCAA Skiing Championships. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Peter Graves. It's about 24 degrees and cloudy right now, as we get ready to go. An all-new venue, which we'll talk about as we go along, but new trails here. There is some of the Olympic 1980 women's 5K course that this uses, but for all intents and purposes, this is brand new. And we're ready to go with our first cross-country event here. We will have the men starting, the women at noon. The men will go 2 laps on a 5K course, and this is in the free technique event with number 1, Peter Hines, set to go from University of Alaska Anchorage, where he is a sophomore. And very nice drone shot here of the state of the brand new base lodge, which we are in a broadcast booth here. So Hines will be the first skier underway. There is a lot of vertical here. The men will go twice around the 5K. Zachary Nemeth is next to go from Colby College out of Sartell, Minnesota. We have 40 men in this NCAA field today. Number 3, coming to the gate, Elijah Weening from the University of Denver out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. He's a sophomore studying mechanical engineering. And he is underway. Nice to have you along, ski friends, this morning. Luke Fricka from number 4 will be next. He is out of Northern Michigan University from Canmore, Alberta, Canada, which was the Nordic venues for cross-country and biathlon during the 1988 Olympic Winter Games held in Calgary. Luke is a freshman.
Northern Michigan University, wearing bib number 4, the freshman.
And so he is underway. Number 5 will be next, and this will be Everett Sapp. Everett, living in Beekmantown, New York, but did a lot of his formative skiing here with the NICEF program, coached then by Margaret Marr. He's now at Harvard, trooping the crimson colors, and Everett is underway. And now we go to number 6, Christopher Kalev. Chris out of University of Alaska Fairbanks. He is from Tallinn in Estonia, All-American in 2022. He's now a senior. There he is. And he, again, represents University of Alaska Fairbanks. So the Estonian skier, who's very strong, underway here right now. John Schwinghammer is next, bib number 7 from the College of St. Scholastica in Duluth, Minnesota.
CSS.
And they built a fine program up there. At number 8 will be Wilson Moore out of Middlebury College, the next skier to go at these 30-second intervals. And there he is at the start.
And there he goes now, Wilson Moore.
Behind Wilson Moore will be a name you will be familiar with. The last name most certainly is Will Koch, number 9. His dad, Bill, of course, winning the first Olympic medal for the United States going back to 1976, a silver in Innsbruck, Austria.
This is Will Koch, the son of Kate and Bill Koch.
Will, out of Peru, Vermont, is a junior. He's been a 10-time All-American. He has skied in some World Cup races and in the Youth Olympic Games. Was a medalist as well. Skiing for the Colorado Buffs. Men's 10K, 2 times a 5K course with plenty of vertical. And the next skier to go will be Greg Burt out of the University of Vermont Catamounts. And he is underway. And they, UVM, under 2-time U.S. national champion Pat Weaver, has certainly got a very strong and solid program. Ari Endested will be next from the University of Alaska Anchorage.
Competitor, the junior from the University of Alaska Anchorage.
Grew up in Fairbanks area. Dad, well-known American Olympic skier, and mom, a very strong professional cyclist. And we move to number 12 here in the start. This is Jack Young from Colby College in Maine.
Where he is a sophomore studying education. Jack Young on course now.
He is from Jay, Vermont, and a sophomore. Of course, the World University Games held here this year, and very successfully so. Here is number 13. This is Øyvind Haugen from University of Colorado. He's a senior from Oslo and a 2-time All-American. Somebody to watch in the early order here. Øyvind Haugen underway. We go to Peter Hines, bib number 1, coming close to the stadium. And the vertical on this will be really, really challenging. Total climb 190 meters for the 5K loop here. Here is number 15 getting ready to go. Christopher Olm Karsrud. He is from Northern Michigan University. From Raufoss in Norway, a junior.
Environmental architecture is his major.
And now we look at bib number 2. This is Zach Namath from Colby. At the start, 15, Jack Christner from Ripton, Vermont, has already left. And now we'll go to Reed Godfrey, number 16, from Montana State, out of Canmore, Alberta, Canada. He has been a Canadian national champion and a U.S. junior national champion. And Joseph Lynch should be next to go from College of St. Scholastica. And there is number 17. Keelan Durham will be coming up, bib number 18, from Williams College in Williamstown, Massachusetts. A long-standing ski program, 3 years. He is out of Corinth, Vermont, and is a sophomore. And you can see pretty graphically how tough these hills are based on the tempo that you're watching. So this is the Williams College EAF skier in their familiar purple cow suits. That is their mascot down there in the Berkshires of Williamstown. Here is bib number 6 making a pass there. That is Christopher Kulov of University of Alaska Fairbanks. Number 5, dropping back there a little, is Everett Sapp from Harvard. Pretty good tempo there by Florian Winker, just leaving the stadium now out of Montana State University. He's a German grad student. Number 20 will be going. This is Jack Lang from Dartmouth College.
One of the best junior skiers in the country. This is Jack.
And they'll have a few strong skiers as well as we go back to the front. Peter Hines. This is out by, if you know this area, the reservoir on the other side of the course. And he is on his second and final lap. Number 21, next to go, Magnus Bull from the University of Colorado. Skied at the Olympic Games in 2018, representing his native South Korea. He's been a 2-time NCAA champion and also will be one of the favorites today. So out on the course here, looks like number 9. Maybe making the move there. That is Will Koch from Colorado. Logan Moore will have left now. And Will Koch just passing John Schwingheimer of St. Scholastica. Logan Moore out of Durango, Colorado for Middlebury College. And now we have bib number 23, Magnus Nori from University of Alaska Anchorage. And a quick look at Greg Burt from the University of Vermont as he goes out on his second and final lap here in the men's 10K. There is number 10, Greg Burt again, front and center. And in the starting gate now, we have the next athlete who is number 24, Zachary Jane. He is also from College of St. Scholastica.
Luke Allen.
And there, the Dartmouth skier getting ready to go. That is Luke Allen, a sophomore out of Ottawa, was all East first team a year ago, and 13th recently at the EISA championships for the Big Green. So this appears to be, by eyeballing it, the first group going through the stadium and out for their second and final lap. As the next skier goes, number 26, Sam Hendry. Sam out of Michigan Tech University up in Houghton. They hosted the USSA Cross Country Nationals this year. Number 27, Adam Witkowski is next out of Victor, New York, and he is skiing also for Michigan Tech. He has had one World Cup start in his career, that coming in Livigno in January of this year. And this is Christopher Olm Karsrud, number 14 from Northern Michigan University. And now the Cats send out their next runner, number 28. This is Finn Sweet out of Waterbury, Vermont, a sophomore, was 5th in the FISU 7.5, second in the mixed sprint, skied at the World Junior Championships to fine results. So Sweet out on course for the Catamounts. Luke Yeager is coming next out of the University of Utah. He's got to be one of the favorites here. World Cup skier, very strong. So, again, you look at 27, Witkowski leaving the stadium and out into the woods. Greg Burt from University of Vermont.
Super fast start there.
And a quick tempo for Skylar Patton of Michigan Tech out of Park City, Utah, a senior. He was 10th in the 20K NCAA skate championships last year. Some very, very good skiers out there on the track. All right, 18, just passing 17, so picking up time there.
3.1 miles.
Elon Durham, number 31, leaving now. Colin Freed, Michigan Tech, out of Plymouth, Minnesota, western suburb of Minneapolis. Now a nice long look on this hill. Here is 19, Florian Winker. All right, the next skier, number 32, to leave the start is Bernhard Fluschberger, another very, very strong skier. Fluschberger skiing for Denver.
Gold and silvers
And definitely somebody to watch here. First team All-American a year ago. And number 33 is going John Steele Hagenbuch. A very strong skier for the Big Green from Sun Valley. He's a sophomore at Dartmouth. Father played rugby at Princeton. And as the EISA season closed up, he was ranked as the third top skier in the Eastern Conference. Walker Hall.
Walker Hall, joining us from the University of Utah.
Fine young man out of the University of Utah.
Andreas Kierking.
Alex and Leslie. Leslie was Leslie Thompson, a multiple Olympian for the United States. Walker on his way for Utah. Andreas Kierking will be the next skier to go, and there he is. Number 35 out of Norway, a sophomore. And a year ago, he was rated at Rocky Mountain Ski Association most valuable skier in the men's classical event. Was a former member of Norway's junior world gold medal team. And we're getting down to the finals here. We have Scott Schultz taking off now, who grew up around here, skiing for the University of New Hampshire. Skied for the NICEF program. A very nice guy with Corey Schwartz's squad.
From Stockholm, Sweden.
Jakob Nystedt, number 37, in the gate now. Nystedt from Stockholm. Was on the Swedish U23 and 2 times at the World Juniors. Won the Middlebury Carnival this year, 24 years of age. Again, Jakob Nystedt, somebody to watch here in this race. And we have almost everybody out. Joe Davies is next to go from UAF from Pemberton, British Columbia. He's had 2 top 15s at World U23s in Whistler. And now we will have Remy Drolet of Harvard 22-year-old. Skied at the Beijing Games for Canada and has been a Canadian champion. There he is. And that is the penultimate skier to come out. Now Mike Opoff will be the final skier, bib number 40, to leave. Mike from Czech Republic. He had a 5th place in 10K Classic at last year's NCAA championships and also won this year the Equinox Marathon. Quite a task in itself. So the entire field is out now. And now we'll look at how we're doing at the interval. And so as I'm looking at the interval, the number one time of anybody that's gone by 5K is Will Koch from Colorado, doing the 5K in 11:28.8. Reed Godfried in 2nd place. Elijah Wenning of DU. Oyvind Haugen of CU. And those are at the men's 5K, the midway point of this race. Everybody out on course now. Quick look at Logan Moore from Middlebury. And bib 30, Skylar Patton. Michigan Tech in Houghton, where they had some fantastic Nordic trails at the venue overseen by the college and the local club. And everybody, when they can, when there's a gradual downhill, trying to get in that that tuck position and try to recover a little bit for the terrain that lies ahead. Colin Freed, also from Michigan Tech, and he is passing by Christopher Koloff of UAF. There's a fairly nice long downhill that is sort of the entrance to the stadium area. Sam Hendry, the University of Utah Utes right there. And Johnny Hagenbuch, the Sun Valley-based Dartmouth skier. Been on 2 World Junior teams in 19 and 20. And there is Will Koch going by right there. And Wilson Moore, who started 30 seconds ahead, is hanging with Will. Getting some new times at 5K. It's still Will Koch with the number 1 time of 11:28. It's Godfrey Wenig. Magnus Bull is coming into 4th place now for CU. Oyvind Haugen into the 6th place spot for CU. Middlebury skier Logan Moore sitting in 8th place. Jack Lang for Dartmouth is in the 9th place spot. From Colby, his team. And we take a look now at number 5, Everett Sapp from Beekmantown, New York, skiing for the Harvard Crimson, Chris City's fine program down in Cambridge. And there is 30, Skylar Patton from Michigan Tech University. Always a lot of snow up there with the lake effect from Lake Superior. So a great start for Will Koch out of Vermont. 11:28 seems to be the target time at the 5K mark. And will anybody be able to supplant that? Reed Gottfried from MSU is just about 10 seconds behind Bill Koch. And we have our first finisher coming in now, Peter Hines of the University of Alaska Anchorage, the Seawolves, to the finish.
His race at the finish, Hines, University of Alaska Anchorage. Doing a great job representing the Seawolves right there.
Peter out of Anchorage, skiing for his hometown college. And number 3 is coming in, Elijah Wiening from Denver University. And number 2, Zach Nemeth from Colby College, breaks the line. The number 1 time is Wenning of DU, 24:08.6. And a little bit of an update from the 5K mark as Luke Yeager, the incredible talent at the University of Utah, takes the lead by roughly 7 seconds over Will Koch. So in the battle at the top, it's Utah, Colorado, and Montana State University. You see on the screen the last 3 finishers. We'll let you digest that. Well, I continue here with the call as Mike Opoff goes by.
Some of the racers still in there.
We'll keep watching that leaderboard at the 5K interval, the halfway point on this race. Reed Gottfried right there, who has been in 3rd, now has moved down to 4th place as Skylar Patton of Michigan Tech takes over 3rd place at the 5-kilometer mark. Luke Yeager continues to lead for the Utes right now. Yeager set the new fastest time of 11:21 at the 5K. And a couple more finishers about ready to arrive in the area, led here by Christopher Culliff of the Nanooks UAF across the finish line.
From the University of Alaska Fairbanks.
And a new leader, and it may not be surprising to many, the Austrian from Denver, Bernard Flashberger, moves into the lead, and he has shaved down considerable seconds. His time at 5K is 11:16. Luke Yeager is at 11:21. So Flashberger setting the time to beat, but all of a sudden, by about 1 second more, in comes the Dartmouth skier, John Hagenbuch, with the number 1 time at 5K at 11:15. Roughly 1 second ahead of Bernard Flashberger of Austria and, of course, Denver.
Hoping for a podium result.
So really in a race that is separated by just seconds right now at the 10K. More skiers coming in to the finish. On the left of your screen, number 4, Luke Fricker, Northern Michigan University. Number 8 coming by, Wilson Moore. And there we have the finish by bib number 9, Will Koch out of Colorado. And he should clearly go to the top of our leaderboard now at 23:55.9. Again, as we look at the 5K splits now, it is still Johnny Steele Hagenbuch from Dartmouth, Bernard Flashberger of Denver University, and DU gets other scoring power by the man who has just moved into 3rd place for them, and that is Andreas Kirchnig. So a very strong performance by those two DU Pioneers. Then it's Utah with Yeager. Wilcoke in fifth for Colorado. Walker Hall is at the sixth place spot for Utah. Then Skylar Patton and Reed Godfrey. So good job for them. Magnus Bull, the man who skied for South Korea at the Olympic Games and is a top skier at Colorado, lives in Norway, in the 10th place spot at the 5K mark. And a good race. And this could be separated by inches today. There he is, number 16. That is Reed Godfrey. He did an excellent 5K split. Right now, his split at 5K, as things move around a little bit, but put him in 10th place where he was now. So we have 10 and 11 getting ready to hit the finish line. Greg Burt, number 10, 11, Ari Endestead from UAA. So they're both in. Their times at the lower left of your screen. As the next skier comes in, Everett Sapp from Harvard. And now, folks, an exceptional 5K time has been posted by Joe Davies of UAF, as Joe now goes into the lead, and he's the first one to go under the 11-minute mark. 5K at 10:57 for Joe from UAF from Pemberton, British Columbia. Number 12 coming in the finish now, Jack Young from Colby College. So Joe Davies leads at the 5K mark. Watch for him. His bib is number 38. Hagenbook in second for Dartmouth. Flashberger for Denver in third. And Kirknig from DU is in the fourth place spot. All right, so these skiers have crossed the finish line now. Oyvind Haugen of CU, Jack Young there as well. It's Wilcoke with a number one time at the finish, 23:55. And now we watch this battle between 25 and 24. That's Luke Allen, number 25 from Dartmouth, and Zach Jane from College of St. Scholastica. And number 7 from the Saints, College of St. Scholastica. Just to the finish line at 28:07. And so, again, Joe Davies is leading at 5K, bib number 38 from UAF. Harvard's Remy Drolet, the Canadian Olympian, is in sixth place now at 11:28. A good effort for him.
Davies from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, racing for the Nanooks. Approaching the finish line now, number 16.
And they are cooked when they get in here. Kind of a sprint for these guys. 10K is not too long. So Joe Davies still in the lead for UAF. Two top 15s at the U23 championships for Davies. And I believe he skied at the World Championships in Planica as well. If so, that's a lot of traveling. They are the current leaders, 1 through 10, Wilcoke, Wenig, Koloff, Moore, Haugen, Endestead, and 7 through 10. Back to live action here at Mount Van Hovenberg, Lake Placid, New York, with your host, Peter Graves. Number 15 hits the finish line, Jack Christner from Middlebury.
The finish line, racing number 14, right behind from Northern Michigan University.
And Christner with a time of 25:49, bib number 30. Right in front of us, Skylar Patton from Michigan Tech.
25.49. Racer number 30. On the big screen right there, you can see him.
And these skiers try to choke back some oxygen after a really tough test. There's bib number 30 there, Skylar Patton. UVM skier, or no, that's number 23, and that is Magnus Norrie from UAA. All right, coming in 18 and number 20 now. Let's go to number 20. That's Jack Lang from Dartmouth. Number 18 is Keelan Durham from Williams College, and the Eefs as they arrive at the finish line. Number 19 comes in. He's followed by number 21. 21 is the Norwegian Magnus Bo. Will this be enough to put him into the lead here for the Olympian and to the finish line? Bo with a time of 23:56, and he is behind Wilcoke by about a second. Number 17 coming in. Yes, it is Wilcoke that's holding down that number 1 spot. Number 24 here, Zachary Jane, followed by 26, who's gaining time, Sam Hendry from the University of Utah. Number 26
English language speaker Magnus Berg in second place.
There's a lot of strength required for this course, and in fact in modern cross-country skiing as well.
From University of Denver.
So much upper body strength, abdominal strength. Here's 35 and 34. Andreas Kirchning from Denver University is out there at front. We'll get back to them, but here is Logan Moore, Middlebury College, coming to the finish, a time of 24:37.4. So Wilcoke, Magnus Boo, Elijah Winnig, Jack Lang, and the UAF skier Christopher Koloff. They are the top 5 at the finish right now. Number 29, Luke Yeager. Should be a good time at 5K. He was running in 5th place as number 23 comes in to the finish for the Seawolves now, Magnus Norrie.
University of Alaska. And Norrie with a time of 24.38.
Magnus's finish right now good for 11th place at the moment. And number 38 in this. That was Joe Davies going by. We just got a quick look at him. He's the guy that's the leader for University of Alaska Fairbanks at the 5K mark. Hagenbuch in second. Flashberger, the Austrian, who went to the ski academy in Saalfelden. Andreas Kirchning. Now number 37, again, one of our late starters, Jakob Neisted from the University of Vermont. Neisted had the 7th fastest time at the 5K interval. He's a Swedish skier.
Through the finish line goes.
He was 7th on World Junior Championship for relay team in Switzerland back in 2018. 2nd at the Bates Carnival in Rumford this year. And now coming into the finish is the Ute Sam Hendry alongside number 24, Zachary Jane.
That is Samuel Hendry from the University of Utah.
Zach also skiing for the College of St. Scholastica. All right, we will turn out on the course. Number 39, this is Rémi Drolet, the 22-year-old Harvard skier, lives in Rossland, British Columbia. He has had a marvelous athletic career. He also has a sister that skis here for Dartmouth. Here comes number 29, Luke Yeager. Luke Yeager had the 5th fastest time at the interval. Now let's see if this will be enough to move him into the lead. And it appears at 23:39 that, yes, he is in the lead, and at the moment by quite a bit.
And Utah now in the lead.
Moving Wilcoke to 2nd, Magnus Bull down to 3rd, as number 28 comes in. Finn Sweet from the University of Vermont out of Waterbury. He's been a world junior skier. Had excellent results at the FISU Games. 24:34 is going to be his time for Finn. And now we have number 27, Adam Witkowski from Michigan Tech University. We're in the closing moments of the men's race now as number 32, the Austrian and DU skier Bernard Flashberger comes into the finish line at 23:03.5. That is going to be enough to, I believe, put Flashberger, yes, into the lead as Luke Yeager drops down to second place for the Utes. Number 33, John Hagenbuch from Dartmouth, airing it out here now. He had a very good time at the 5K. Let's see how he'll fare now. 22.58 for the Sun Valley skier. And Hagenbuch now will go into the lead of this competition at the finish. So we just had Hagenbuch go into the lead over Flashberger. Here's number 31 coming in here now, Colin Freed out of Michigan Tech. So there are two Tech skiers right there. Some preliminary results right there. And so the final moments of this men's 10K. What has been an excellent, excellent race. We'll be watching, particularly for bib number 38, Joe Davies from UAF, to see if he has been able to maintain that torrid time that he passed through at the 5K mark. All right, 34 and 35. Walker Hall, number 34. 35, Andreas Kirkning, representing Utah and DU, respectively. They're across the finish line. Walker Hall at 23:51 and Andreas at 23:20. They are in. There's a quick look at number 37 right there, the Swedish Jakob Nystedt, who skis for the University of Vermont Catamounts. A quick look at number 33, John Hagenbuch, as he has had an excellent, excellent race here today. Currently in the lead at 22:58, but and here comes Mike Opoff. Mike had a pretty good split at the 5K mark. Let's see how he fares here. As bib number 38, actually that's Joe Davies, comes in. He was the leader at 5K, 22:33.2, and at the finish, that is going to put Davies of UAF into the number one spot. So very well done for him. Led at 5K, leads at the finish line. And now number 36 is coming in. Scott Schultz, who grew up around here, skiing for the Wildcats, Corey Schwartz's squad at the University of New Hampshire. 24:08 is going to be his time, and unofficially, that puts Scott Schultz in the 9th place spot. So well done.
22.33.
Quick look at Joe Davies at number 37 is now coming in. Jakob Nystedt. 24 years old and finishes up here. Nystedt unofficially in 9th place at 24:06. And there is Joe Davies right there. And barring anything unforeseen, he's just won himself a NCAA title. And congratulations to him, a big smile. The athlete who is a sophomore at UAF. Here's 39 coming in. This is Remy Drolet from Harvard. He was 6th at the 5K. Let's see where the 23:39 time is going to put Drolet. He maintained that. He is 6th place at the finish as well. Nice shot of Walker Hall. Joe Davies there sharing a nice moment. What a race today. Joe Davies. And here is number 40. This is Mike Opoff.
His winning margin, once again, 25 seconds.
And
smoking hot run there for
Mike.
fast Joe Davies. Here's your final finisher.
Let's get his time coming up for a bib number 40 from UAF. And a look at the presumptive champion of today, Joe Davies for the Nanooks of UAF. Now, congratulations. I know we've got some people in Fairbanks watching, my friends up there, so hello to you guys. Great finish for Joe Davies, unofficially in second place, and there you see it right there. Hagenbuch of Dartmouth takes the silver medal, and DU's excellent Bernard Flashberger in third place. Kirkning of DU, and that's a lot of scoring power there. Luke Yeager sitting in fifth place, sixth, Remy Drolet. Excellent job by Walker Hall of Mazama in Washington or Winthrop area. Eighth place goes to Will Koch. Magnus Boo, the Olympian Norwegian Korean skiing for the University of Colorado. And rounding out the top 10 is the catamount skier from Sweden, Jakob Neisted. So really an international caliber field here today at the opening race of these NCAA cross-country championships. Fantastic, an overhead view from our drone shot here of the stadium. Excellent snow conditions, right around 29 degrees here as we come up on 10:45 Eastern time. The women's race, which is 5K, and that's just one trip through the stadium, will get underway at 12 noon, 12 o'clock Eastern time. So we hope you've enjoyed this. There you see the graphic. A terrific day for University of Alaska Fairbanks, Joe Davies. Just superb. Taking the gold medal at 10:57. So for right now, we'll take a break. We will have a lot more skiing for you coming up at noon when the women do their 5K. I'm Peter Graves. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We have much more to come as we march on with day 2 of the 2023 NCAA Skiing Championships. And welcome back, everybody, to our second race today. We're at Mount Van Hoevenberg, and we saw some great action this morning. Joe Davies of UAF coming up on top. Second goes to John Hagenbuch from Dartmouth. Bernard Flashberger in third place today. And there, a quick look at Joe Davies. We welcome you. Back in 1932, the Olympic bobsled was here. But in 1980, bobsled and luge came to Mount Van Hoevenberg, as did cross-country and biathlon. Quick look at the standings right now. Denver up on top, Colorado second, Utah third, Montana State, Dartmouth moves up, Westminster, Vermont, St. Mike's, UAF Fairbanks, Middlebury, 10th place. So Denver, the Pioneers in the driver's seat right now. And good morning, or midday, as it comes up on 12 noon Eastern time. We're ready to go with the first athlete in the gate. It's a 5-kilometer individual start, and we'll kick it off with Jordan Graylew, a freshman at Bowdoin College. We will have one split for you, and that coming up at 2.5K. Nice to have you with us, and hope you will enjoy great performances by our student athletes here. So the Bowdoin freshman underway. Her best race was a 10th at the St. Mike's Carnival and a 12th at the University of New Hampshire. If you remember the old days of Mount Van Hoevenberg, as do I, we have a brand new base lodge, a huge new network of trails. As Sophia Mazzoni from Montana State University out of Haley, Idaho, junior, 21 years of age. and she is underway. Quincy Massey Bierman, number 3, will be leaving next. Skiing for Middlebury College. The field size is 40 for these top collegiate women. Snow is good. It's been cold the last few nights. In fact, you could characterize the conditions as really midwinter, not spring-like at all. Hannah Ray will be bib number 4. She is out of the University of Denver, and Hannah comes from Esa in Finland. Junior.
National championships. In the start.
She was here at the FISU World University Games, took a bad, nasty fall on the warm-up here. So she only competed in the sprint race. Number 5 in the start gate now, Jasmine Drolet for Tammy Thompson's Dartmouth squad. Jasmine, a sophomore out of Roslyn, BC. She won 4 races this winter. Bib 6, ready to go. This is Selma Anderson from Oslo, skiing for the University of Denver Pioneers, a freshman.
University of Denver.
And number 6.
Stepping into the start platform right now is
underway. Number 7 coming now, and this is Henrietta Sotterdal Sim from Oscar, Norway, the Oslo suburb, and she skis for Michigan Tech up in Houghton, Michigan. She is a senior. As she leaves the stadium, and for about half of the race, it is almost virtually uphill. Second half of the race, there's a lot of undulating terrain and quite a bit of downhill.
Classic events at last year's NCAA's in Utah.
Number 8 in the start, Charlotte Ogden out of Middlebury College, Landgrove, Vermont. A fine family from Vermont. And, of course, her brother Ben Ogden and her sister Catherine. Catherine retired now, but a great skier. And, of course, Ben Ogden, what a season he has had in Europe. Women's 5K event underway. There's Selma Anderson, number 6, and a quick start for number 9, Rosie Fordham from UAF, a sophomore out of Sydney, Australia for the Nanooks. Also a very fine runner who races on the cross-country running team. As we watch number 7, that is Sem of Michigan Tech. The next racer to go, Agnes Macy.
racing for the Polar Bears of Bowdoin, wearing bib number 10. Our next starter,
Agnes out of Bowdoin, a sophomore. Started off the season with a fine skate race in Rumford that weekend at Bates Carnival, where she was 11th and 9th. Here is number 11, Anna Price. She skis for Montana State from Canmore, Alberta. She's a sophomore.
Good luck to them now as number 11 leads the start, Anna Price on course. Greta Scholes joins us from Colby, wearing bib number 12 from Winthrop, Washington.
And a quick look at Rosie Fordham from UAF, whose teammate Joe Davies took the men's crown earlier today. Number 12 is Greta Schultz. Greta skis for Colby College. She is from number of athletes hailing from this area with just outstanding programs, and especially the junior development level from Winthrop, Washington. Greta is a junior for Colby. Kind of an open field skate there for Agnes Macy. Number 13 ready to go. Pascal Paradis, number 13. From UAA, the Seawolves of Anchorage. She hails from Calgary, Alberta.
Joining us from the University of Vermont.
And has been a member of the Canadian National Biathlon Team.
2020 state champion for the state of Oregon. She earned a silver medal with her teammates in ultimate frisbee.
Again, we'll give you the first of splits coming up at 2.5K. And there is somebody who doesn't seem nervous at the start. That's Annie McColgan.
University of Colorado will be your next starter.
Skiing for University of Vermont. Number 12, Greta Schultz. And next athlete will be Veronica Colita, skiing for Colorado. Number 15.
Start number 15, Veronica Coletta. Coletta doing a great job at the University of Colorado, majoring in psychology as a junior.
So Coletta is underway. Katarina Hanchikova, Northern Michigan University, right there, up in beautiful Marquette.
Graduate student now on course.
Katarina from Liberec in the Czech Republic, which has had probably the biggest Nordic center in the Czech Republic. A lot of world championships there. And we'll go back to where we started. Jordan Graylu from Bowdoin College right there. Number 2, Sophia Mazzoni, picking up a little time on her as number 17 leaves. This is Emma Strack. Emma out of St. Lawrence, the host school for this championship from Williston, Vermont. She's a sophomore. And after Emma, we have Astrid Stav, number 18. Astrid skiing for University of Alaska Anchorage, the Seawolves. And she is already out on course. And this is Amelia Tucker from Harvard, who hails from Weston, Massachusetts, just to the west of Cambridge. And, of course, home of the famous Weston Ski Track with snowmaking and excellent grooming and night skiing. It is a big hub for the Harvard team, but also of the Bay State High School Ski League. There are hundreds of people out there at night. It's a fantastic place. Tuva Bygrov from
in the start platform now, following the
UAA.
Tuva Bygrave from the University of Alaska Anchorage, racing for the Seawolves.
And that is number 20 going out from Alaska. Back to number 5. This is Jasmine Drolet. Some of the early splits at the moment at 2.5. Hannah Ray of DU at 7:47. Sophia Mazzoni, MSU, in second, 7:56. And Jasmine Drolet of Dartmouth is in the third place spot. We've also had Tilda Bongman of Sweden skiing for Montana State out on the course. There is a look at Selma Anderson, freshman at DU from Oslo.
Correction, that is Tilda Bangman.
A particularly strong classic skier. Number 22 leaving now. This is Tilda Bongman.
Industrial engineer. national champion a couple of times and a podium.
A Bondman from Oftedal in Sweden, skiing for Montana State, a freshman there. She has been several times the Swedish junior champion and on the podium of Norwegian junior nationals.
Right here, the Jumbotron located down
Here in the starting gate, our next athlete, number 23, Merle Richter, skiing for Northern Michigan University. She is from Mortelgrund in Germany.
social work.
She's a junior
Michigan University.
at
She enjoys visiting Paul
Northern Michigan. In fact, her sister skied for Utah until last year, Julia Richter. You may remember that name. Number 24 is leaving, Waverly Gephardt.
for UVM.
Waverly skiing for University of Vermont from Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Waverly been on a U.S. Junior World Championship team in Lahti. New fastest time at 2.5 is Charlotte Ogden, Middlebury, 7:44. So shaving about 3 seconds off the time of Hannah Ray. Number 25 out of the gate, Kendall Kramer, a very fine skier from UAF, and she grew up in Fairbanks. She's a great runner, been All-American at the 20 and 21 cross-country championships. The U.S. ski team member, represented the U.S. ski team at Junior World Championships and World Cup finals as well. Number 26, Olivia Lavin, is front and center. She is from Taby in Sweden, a junior at Michigan Tech, as she leaves the starting gate. Charlotte Ogden still with a lead at the intermediate 2.5K. And this is just 3.2 miles of cross-country skiing as we watch 24, Waverly Gephardt now at the start. Number 27 is Jasmine Lyons.
Gephardt from Catamounts. And there in the start on the big screen, number 27.
Jasmine skiing for University of New Hampshire. And another look at the Dartmouth skier here. This is number 5, Jasmine Drolet. Here's number 12, Greta Schultz from Colby College.
23 national team. She had 4 podium appearances, junior Swedish national championships. There she goes.
And our next skier to go, bib number 28, Hanna Abrahamsson from Småland in Sweden, skiing for the University of Colorado, where she's a sophomore and a 2-time All-American. We'll tell you more about her when we have some more shots of her. Number 29 is next, Anna Marie Dietz. She skis for the University of Colorado in Boulder from Siften in Germany, a senior.
The Buffaloes of the University of Colorado.
And we continue on with a quick look at number 8. That's Charlotte Ogden, who continues to have at the moment the number 1 time at 2.5K. Bib number 30 coming up, Shay Brahms. Shay out of Middlebury.
Our next skier. She had a fabulous
and the race concluded for a couple of more people. And number 14, this is Annie McCoglin out of University of Vermont. Number 31 in the starting gate, Nina Seaman from Dartmouth College out of Wheelock, Vermont, ranked 6th in the East this year, a sophomore. She's raced at the World Juniors. Her dad was, of course, a Nordic skier at UVM as well. Number 3 comes in, and that is Quincy Massey Bierman from Middlebury College. A quick look, number 16, Katarina Hanchikova.
Washington.
And now we have number 32, Annabelle Needham.
That is Annabelle Needham.
In the start. Not too many more skiers to go out. Needham from Michigan Tech.
Grew up in Houghton, Michigan, up there in the Great Lakes region. All-American in 2000.
And number 5 coming in, this is Jasmine Drolet, who's been at the front through most of the race. She comes in with a time of 13.58. 33 is starting now. Sydney Palmer Ledger, an outstanding skier out of Park City, Utah. She's a junior.
Ledger from the University of Utah. Working our way now into the 180-degree turn. We have a couple of skiers approaching the finish line.
Sydney also 6th in the NCAA Ski Championships in the 5K last year. Was a member of the U.S. ski team.
UNH, the Wildcat.
And number 34 with Lucinda Anderson. Lucinda Senior from UNH, from Golden Valley. 2 more skiers coming up, 7 and 8 to the finish. Henrietta Sim and Charlotte Ogden on the right-hand side, one of the early leaders. We have some new fast times at 5 kilometers. We have Veronica Coletta from the University of Colorado now at 7:31. She takes the lead at 2.5. Emma Strack of St. Lawrence. How about that for the home team? Now sitting in second place at 2.5K. Here's number 36. This is the fine skier Novie McCabe out of Winthrop, Washington, 21 years old, skied at the Olympic Games. Incredible performances in long-distance races in Beijing, for example. At the Olympics, she was 18th in the 30K mass start, 24th in the 10K Classic. And now number 37, and this is Sophia Laukley, skiing for the University of Utah. Skied at first for Middlebury, transferred to Utah. Her dad was a former NCAA All-American. Bjorn at the University of Colorado. So just a few more people to start, and there's a big green skier here in the starting gate, and this is Ava Thurston, just a freshman. Out of Waterbury, Vermont. EISA Championships, was 5th in the skate race. It took a gold in the Classic and won that by 30 seconds. But she's been very consistent on the season. This is Meryl Richter. And now number 11 arriving at the finish, Anna Price.
And the Catamount now on course, Haley Brewster.
But Veronica Coletta of the University of Colorado with the fastest time at 2.5K. Haley Brewster leaving the start now. She is from the University of Vermont.
You can see a big catamount on the expression. That is a catamount.
And so we have Haley Brewster out. And the next skier to go will be from the College of St. Scholastica. There she is in the start. This is Victoria Clevin Daibois.
Leaves the start. This is Victoria Clevin Daibois.
She is a sophomore at the Duluth-based school, former biathlete, in fact, who placed 10th in the 2018 Norwegian Junior Biathlon Championship. So the field is out. And right after the race, we're going to talk quickly to the chief of competition here, former UVM coach, and who worked on these trails. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Al Serrano will be with us. So let's focus in, folks, now. Jasmine Lyons of UNH has now moved into the lead at 2.5K, 7:11. So she has broken it open quite widely. Here is 20 and 19, Tuva Bygroth of UAA. followed by number 19, Amelia Tucker out of Harvard.
Aletta now moving into first place by a margin of 6 seconds, 13.24. Her margin of victory.
Jasmine Lyons, the fastest skier for New Hampshire.
Back to third.
And Corey Schwartz's program, he's been there a long time. Always contenders. And a nice drone shot. Can't tell you exactly who it is there, but it's a pretty shot. Number 14 is coming in, Annie McColgan out of the University of Vermont. Utah certainly having, I will tell you, some enormous talent. This is the final racer out from the College of St. Scholastica that you're looking overhead on here.
For number 16.
So obviously the early going of the race, but for all these athletes, 5K is a sprint. Here comes 16 and 17, Katerina Hanchikova and Emma Strack from St. Lawrence University with a very solid race, and congratulations to her. Ethan Townsend's squad that is busy not only coaching here, but also helping organize these championships. They're hosting them. Here is bib number 30, Shay Brahms. We see her next. Shay skiing for Andrew Johnson's Middlebury program. 21 cornering there. Lee Staubik-Venus from the University of New Hampshire. Now we go a little back in the field here to watch Meryl Richter from Northern Michigan University up in Marquette. They do not have an alpine team. They haven't for many, many years. But their cross-country program has been excellent over the years. Now you're looking at 32, Annabelle Needham from Michigan Tech, and right behind her is a Dartmouth skier getting a ride. I think that is Nina Seaman. So there they are on this challenging course. Nothing easy about it.
Approaching the finish line now, racer number 20. This is racer number 20, Tuva Bygrave from the
nice crowd of people that have joined us here at Mount Van Hovenberg today as number 20 comes in, Tuva Bygrave, University of Alaska, the Sea Wolves. Here comes number 19 in, and this is Amelia Tucker from Harvard to the finish line. And now we look at number 33, Sydney Palmer Ledger, a stalwart on the team from Utah, Frederick Lonstadt's team out of Park City, a junior.
To get their training in.
She's a very good mountain biker as well as being a skier. She's been a three-time U.S. cycling mountain bike champion. And now number 28. Coming in, Hannah Abrahamson of the University of Colorado. To the finish comes 21, Leah Staubik-Venus at 14:06. That looks like that will put her on, well, not quite top of the standings, I don't think, but not a bad performance. 12th place. Here is number 22. Bearing down on the finish now, Tilda Bangman. Novie McCabe goes into the lead just this second, shaving about 3 seconds off the time of Jasmine Lyons at 2.5K for Novie. Was on the Olympic team in Beijing. She had 3 starts at the Olympic Games. 2022, Novie was the individual NCAA champion in women's 5K. That held at Soldier Hollow, of course, Olympic venue of 2002 Olympic Winter Games. Her mom, a former Olympian, Laura McCabe, out of Winthrop, Washington. And number 25 coming in, Kendall Kramer, who grew up in Fairbanks and now represents the college there. Kramer at 13:17, a very, very fast time. And that puts her in the lead right now. 30, Shea Brahms out of Middlebury College from Belmont, Massachusetts, a freshman.
Into 12th place with that finish.
So Sophia Laukley, another member of that powerful youth squad, has now come by 2.5 in third place, 7:15. So 6 or 7 seconds back behind our leader, Novie McCabe. Number 39 right here, Haley Brewster, the UVM skier, sophomore out of Colorado.
Best that time is Hannah Abramson from the
And number 28 is Hannah Abrahamson.
Going to the finish, number 20.
And she is representing University of Colorado Buffs in this very short sprint race today. So it is, and she is second now behind Lyons. So good job for her at the 2.5K. No changes at the moment. It's Novie McCabe, Jasmine Lyons, Sophia Laukley are our top three now. As a 29 comes in, Anne-Marie Dietz from University of Colorado, and that is good enough to put her into second place. Just about 2 seconds back. And oftentimes these races are races within a race, 31 and I believe 32, battling it out there. Nina Seaman and Annabelle Needham. Now, number 40, that was the last skier to go out, Victoria Clavin Dybod from College of St. Scholastica. Our last skier to go. We'll be interested to see the time of Sydney Palmer Ledger from Utah. When she comes by,
a star for the Dartmouth team during her competitive days.
it is not impossible that the Utes could
Hamilton.
take the top several spots today. Their cross-country women are so strong. But it is McCabe leading. And here is number 30 coming in, Shea Brahms from Middlebury College, a freshman.
Let's go to the clocks now as Shea Brahms, one of the 3 racing Brahms sisters, crosses the line.
And she comes to the finish, 13:52.5, her unofficial time. And that looks really strong for her. Unofficially in 11th place. Let's go quickly to the graphic, the top 10 of the women's 5K. Right here, Lyons, Dietz, Hannah Abrahamson, Kendall Kramer, a very strong skier from UAF, and the rest of the field in the top 10. We'll bring it back to live. Annabelle Needham just across the finish line. She is out of Houghton, Michigan, skiing for Michigan Tech, a senior All-American in 2022, and now number 31 crosses the finish line. Nina Seaman out of Dartmouth College. Here's a number 38, one of our late starters for Dartmouth, Ava Thurston. She has the 5th fastest time at the interval. Ava, a Dartmouth freshman from Waterbury, Vermont, won 3 consecutive classic races this year. And here is 33 coming in, Sydney Palmer Ledger. And this is going to put her into the top 10, unofficially in 9th place, 13:40.3, as we look now at number 39, and this is Haley Brewster from University of Vermont and the Catamounts. Don't forget, we'll go back to alpine skiing tomorrow on the slopes of Whiteface. This is number 35 coming in, and Mariel Mertelpoulos. She skiing for UAF. She is from Otapa, Estonia in. Poulos unofficially in 5th place, and the recent finisher looks like she's got the number 1 spot. There she is. I can't believe the time for 5K, 12:46, as Novie McCabe goes into the lead. for the Ute, and that is by a stunning 14 seconds. Holy smokes. Great race underway. Well, we'll also be watching here for Jasmine Lyons has come to the finish. She's in second place. Anne-Marie Dietz is in third. Lucinda Anderson coming in. Right now, we take a look at number 37, Sophia Laukley. Grew up in Yarmouth, Maine. And Laukley unofficially in fourth at 13:02 as the Utes have two in the top three, separated by second place by Jasmine Lyons. Lucinda Anderson, who had some good splits out there for UNH, unofficially in 14th place as we watch the final skier out there. And that is 40 at the College of St. Scholastica. Utah was in third place, I think, coming into this event.
To see race number 38 approaching the finish line right now.
So they are first and third right now as 38 Ava Thurston making her way into the finish line. And unofficially, we'll look at her Dartmouth time at 13:25. Good enough to be in the top 10 at the moment.
Ava Thurston in 10th.
What a race.
That is the fastest result for Dartmouth's team. Super fast time, the second place.
And very interesting that there were some interesting kind of flips from the intermediate time at 2.5. Yeah, Dietz moves way up for CU, and she was 7th at the interval. So the interval doesn't always tell the story because Dietz right now in the bronze medal spot. Laukley has finished 4th place. Ava Thurston, Dartmouth, in 10th. Haley Brewster, Vermont Catamounts, into 13th place in our recent finishers today. And, of course, coming up Saturday, we have the distance races and gender equity in the distance races, too. We have men and women racing 20K classically here in the mass start, and that is going to be one fun race for both men and women to watch here. Mass starts perhaps a little easier to follow than these individual starts, but it's just a different kind of racing, a different tactic almost altogether. Well, one more skier coming in here to the stadium. And this is number 40 from the College of St. Scholastica. And that should be it. Let's see, is Victoria. She's a sophomore from Oslo coming in. And there is your winner in Novie McCabe. And kudos to University of New Hampshire with Jasmine Lyons with a superb performance. Anne-Marie Dietz, 3rd for Colorado. And let's take a look at the top 10, and then we'll talk to Al Serrano here in the booth. There is the top 10. Gold medal winning performance from Novie McCabe. Jasmine Lyons there. Then from Colorado, Anne-Marie Dietz. Sophia Laukley skiing for Utah. Hannah Abramson giving the Buffs 2 among the top 5. And Poulos of UAF. Kendall Kramer of UAF in 7th place. There is the rest of the top 10. Let's bring in Al. We're going to take a short break, and then on the other side of that break, we're going to talk to Al Serrano, Chief of Competition. Stay with us.
Top 10 for Dartmouth, Ava Thurston in the freshman.
And everybody, and welcome back. I'm Peter Graves in studio here in Lake Placid for the 2023 NCAA Championships. We have Al Serrano with us in the booth right now, who knows the sport at all levels, not only as a trail designer, but he coached at UVM for a long time. He's been around the block. Alan, you are chief of race here. Let me just ask you quickly, thoughts on the women's race? Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a really cool race. Speaking of the course and the factor of I think you see some big factors in the times. I think surprised a lot of people. One thing, we're looking at 12 minutes and 46 seconds for the winning time in a 5K, and it's not exactly 5K, but it's within a couple hundred meters. And so to see how fast they can ski, and these hills are really big and really steep, so they're very strong skiers. They have a good tempo and they get to the top, and then they have a lot of speed coming down. So it's really fun to see, and how differently people can ski down the hill as well, because we have some big flips, 14 seconds from the 2.5 to the 5.
Yeah, and Al, such an international field. I mean, we're skiing against, maybe not quite a World Cup, but we're skiing against a lot of people that have raced in World Cups and done well.
Yeah, certainly some experienced skiers at these higher levels. So yeah, really cool.
That's exciting. When you went to work here, and there was already an enormous trail network, legacy of the 1980 games, what were you think your marching orders were, and what did you in philosophy come up with this new trail network?
Yeah, so Peter's, obviously this is an Olympic venue, and so they had a state-of-the-art trail system here in 1980, and their expectation is that they would have a state-of-the-art trail here. So that was in mind. We also had some real logistical issues that we didn't have so much in 1980. So we have much more mass start racing. We have the sprint race format. So things with video production and the race formats that are new since 1980, that those considerations had to change. So some beautiful terrain here. Just props to the team that did it back in the day. So you had you had Chummy Broomhall, and you had Al Merrill involved here, and Tony Goodwin, who was the chief of course, I believe, and made things happen on the ground, the local, and they have a wonderful place to train there, and they did a fantastic job with it. And to this day, I continue to ski on these trails and love them, to get on Porter Mountain Loop and climb those big hills out there. So, but it's a bit of a different game now, and so we had to consider those parameters.
Now we have snowmaking, of course, being one of the big things. 1980 was one of the first games that ever used man-made snow. They made a mountain of snow over on the biathlon venue. It had been a very warm winter leading up, and they snowed like 15K or something,
20,
right?
20 kilometers. I just read an article about that. I saw the pile. It blew my mind. If you just saw the World Ski Championships in Planica, they had a massive pile of snow in reserve there. They had a similar pile here in 1980. If you look at a dump truck standing next to it, it looks like a little Tonka toy. And it's remarkable to think how they were able to do that with the technology they had in 1980. Now we have these big, long Lancer guns. The lances themselves are 3 meters long, so it's easy to blow snow in big piles. But they had fan guns and little nozzles that they had to keep moving. So that was a Herculean job that those guys did in 1980.
Cross-country ski trails harder than ever now, Al?
So we're at a bit of an inflection point in cross-country ski trails. So in addition to other things that I do, I'm the coordinator for homologation for FIS. So I coordinate the regional coordinators around the world and all the homologation inspectors. And we just did a major rewrite of the rules for homologation. We have always had, in recent years, have 2 levels of homologation, one for World Cup and one for basically everything else. But the climb parameters have been the same for those until this past spring. So we've a pretty overwhelming consensus around the world to lower the climb values that you needed by 10%. So it's possible to really have that lower numbers, because people were seeing that, that it's for the highest level, people can handle, but that's a very small percentage of people. And, we have skiers from young ages and different levels of experience, para, para is back integrated with the sport, so that's important. The course rivals are really important, and we want to have integrated para events, so that reflects on what we can present. So we have a tough course here, but there's a multitude of factors that required that we needed to. Part of it is the terrain that we had available close to this infrastructure associated with the biathlon range. We're in the Adirondack Park, so it's not carte blanche. We're not going to go cut down every tree and move in here. So this is the best terrain configuration that I could come up with under the parameters for this venue. But in general, we're looking for not so harder courses anymore.
All right, Al, thank you. And I think you had one piece of information you wanted to pass along to viewers.
So we had a really unfortunate scenario today. Probably by far the hardest thing that we have to do as a competition jury. So we have a 33-person competition jury here. Myself as chief of competition, Al Picorni as the TD, and Tamara Mooney as the TD assistant. And we are committed to having PFAS-free, fluoro-free events in the United States, and we've been doing it for 3 years, and this event has been fluoro-free for 3 years. And as we get closer to that being a full reality on the World Cup in all levels next year, we've really learned a lot about having our equipment control to monitor this. And so we had some strict equipment control rules here, and that required athletes to check in 10 minutes prior to the race, no more than 10 minutes. And the only remedy we can have if someone comes in late is they cannot start. So unfortunately, bib number 18 is it Ms. Stav from University of Alaska Fairbanks. She arrived 3 minutes late, and she was not permitted to start. So definitely the hardest moment I've had in my career as a race official is to tell this young woman that she cannot start here in the championship. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, because it is obviously newsworthy. Al Serrano, thank you so much for joining us here, and have a good rest of the week.
You're welcome, Peter. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for doing such a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you, buddy. All right, so folks, stick around for the awards. It's been a delightful day with great racing. Nice to hear from Al. Thanks to all of you watching at home. We're very appreciative. So for now, I'm Peter Graves, and we'll be back with more NCAA skiing action tomorrow in Alpine. So long, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank St. Lawrence University and Mount Van Hovenberg for hosting today's wonderful event. Please join me in giving them a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Members of the National Collegiate Men's and Women's Skiing Committee will present individual awards to the top 8 finishers in each event. Today's presentation are for the Nordic freestyle events, starting off with the men's 10K freestyle Nordic event. Congratulations to our 8th place finisher from the University of Utah, Walker Hall. Joining Walker on the podium today is our 7th place finisher, representing Harvard, Remy Drolet. In 6th place, representing the University of Utah, Luke Jagger. In 5th place, from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, Mike Ophoff. In 5th place. In 4th place today in the men's 10K freestyle Nordic event, from the University of Denver, Andres Kirking. Joining his teammate from the University of Denver, in 3rd place, Bernard Flaschenberger. In 2nd place, representing the Big Green of Dartmouth, Second place finisher, John Steele Hagenbuck. And the champion of the men's 10-kilometer freestyle Nordic event, representing the University of Alaska Fairbanks, it's Joe Davies. Ladies and gentlemen, your men's 10-kilometer freestyle NCAA champions. It's now time to recognize your top skiers in the women's 5-kilometer freestyle Nordic event. In 8th place, representing Michigan Tech University, let's hear it for Annabelle Needham. Joining Annabelle on the podium today is your 7th place finisher from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, Kendall Kramer. Your 7th place finisher from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, Kendall Kramer. In 6th place today, Kendall's teammate from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, Mariel Merli Polis. In 5th place today, from the University of Colorado Boulder, 5th place finisher, Hannah Abramson. In 4th place today, from the University of Utah, Sophia Laukley. And on to the podium with your 3rd place finisher from the University of Colorado Boulder, Anna Maria Dietz. Skiing to a 2nd place finish for the Wildcats of the University of New Hampshire, Jasmine Lyons. And the champion of the women's 5-kilometer freestyle Nordic event, representing the University of Utah, your champion, Novie McCabe. Ladies and gentlemen, your women's 5-kilometer freestyle NCAA champions. Congratulations, ladies. Great job. And at this time, we'd like to invite everybody down to the biathlon range to cheer on and hopefully heckle the coaches who will be sighting in on the biathlon range. It's time for the firearms competition down at the range.